Every medicine, everything that's used medically has risks. Water is an important medicine. When you go into the hospital, the first thing they do is they stick up a bag of water, D5W. If you have a child who has nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, they can die from dehydration. What's the treatment of dehydration? Water. Can you get too much water? Yeah. If you, when you put that D5W up there, if you have it drip in there too fast, the person can die from edema of the brain. Sugar, great stuff. If you've given the patient an overdose of insulin, you better give them some sugar or they could die from having this overdose of insulin. If a person is starving, we give them food. Well, one of my wife's programs that kind of disgusts her, but she looks at once in a while, is my 600-pound life. Not too healthy to have too much food. So what about cannabis? That was the question here. In 1988, after a 2-year rescheduling hearing, the DEA's chief administrative law judge recommended rescheduling cannabis to Schedule II, and in his finding of fact said that cannabis was one of the safest therapeutic agents known to man and that it was safer than eating 10 potatoes. Now, is there a dependency risk from cannabis? And does cannabis have side effects? Yes. What is the dependency risk of cannabis? Well, if we take a look at the work of two well-known addictionologists, Henningfield and Benowitz, they took a look at 5 or 6 recreational drugs: alcohol, heroin, tobacco, cocaine, coffee, and cannabis. The one that had the least dependency risk was cannabis, less than coffee. Can people die from marijuana? No. Can people die from coffee? Yes. If you go on the internet, you'll see that there were probably a couple of deaths in the United States last year from an overdose of caffeine. I know when I was in New Zealand that there was a report of an overdose death from caffeine. So caffeine is more dangerous than cannabis.